Depending on who you ask, the US economy is either in a recession or about to be. Flat fees will help. Hi, this is Brita Long for the Happier Attorney, and this is the channel where we talk about flat fees and mindset and how you can have a great quality of life as an attorney. Now, I am not an economist. I know nothing about the economy other than what people say about it. And if it is true that we are headed towards a recession or we're already in a recession or whatever, whether it's tomorrow or next week or next year or 3 years, the economy goes up and down. At some point, we will be. So you might as well be prepared for it, right? So here is how using flat fees properly can be your firm's lifeboat, regardless of what the economy does. And because here's the bottom line, this is going to be a short video. Flat fees used properly will give you time, energy, money, and predictability. Also, clients love them. So if your clients are in a tight financial situation and they are being really careful with their money and they have to have an attorney and they have to choose between you and all of the other attorneys, using flat fees properly and having that predictability of this is the fee that you're going to pay is huge. It's a huge advantage to them. So here's why flat fees work in either, but a good economy, when you're using flat fees properly, it allows you to save money. Because the bottom line is, it doesn't matter how much money you're bringing in if you're spending all of it or most of it. And I've been there before I used flat fees and before I fixed my stuff. I remember looking at my gross going, oh my gosh, this is more money than I ever dreamed I could ever, unfathomable. And I didn't have any of it left. It all went out in overhead. And that's a horrible feeling. It's a horrible feeling. So when you're using flat fees properly, generally, hopefully that's not happening. So that allows you to save money. That allows you to save your 10, 15%. It allows you to have that predictability so that you're ahead of the game, so that you have a cushion, so that you have 6 months, 3 months, 6 months in savings for your expenses. It allows you to pay down or pay off any debt for the firm and have that financial stability so that when economic hardships come, when those storms come, again, whether it's next week, next year, or in 10 years, you're prepared. You can weather that storm. And it might hurt a little bit, but you're still going to be in a far better position than you would have been or most other firms are doing out there. All right? It strengthens your boat for that storm. In a bad economy, this is where using flat fees properly, don't use them if you're not going to use them properly, will save your behind, will save your practice. Even if your income decreases, which it might, even if it decreases, you're still going to be in a solid position. Hopefully you will have had some savings and reduce your debt or get rid of debt. But even if not, you're still not going to be overworking and you still have predictability. You still know what your income is going to be. And you can make decisions based on that. Versus with hourly, you're billing, if you're billing, which a lot of attorneys aren't. But if you're billing, even if you're sending out the statements, especially in a bad economy, you're sending those statements out hoping that your clients pay you. Hoping that at least this percentage pay you this much. And then basing what you can pay on that. That is not a great way to run a business, to run a law firm. You're just at their mercy. And when things get tight, put yourself in your client's position. If I have to make a choice between keeping a roof over my kid's head and paying my attorney, especially if the work's already done, I'm keeping a roof over my kid's head. So you're going to be the first one that doesn't get paid. Or I'm going to, send you a couple $100, not $1,000, whatever. So if the economy goes, it's going to be even more important that you use flat fees properly. So you are getting paid for your work, all of it. Even if you have to reduce the fee a little bit in bad economic times, that's fine, but you're still knowing what you're getting and you're still getting all of it, okay? It's also best for your clients anytime, but especially in an economic storm. They need to know how much this is going to cost. They need to know whether they can go forward or not. Isn't that the only fair thing to do in any time, much less when things are tight? And again, clients love it. They can predict what it's going to cost. Well, they know what it's going to cost. And they can judge whether they can move forward or not. And again, it puts you leaps and bounds ahead of other attorneys who are still using hourly, especially in a bad economic time. It also, again, gives you the time and energy to think maybe of new revenue streams, maybe how to increase your service to clients, new marketing, whatever. But those things that are going to be critical if the economy is in a big storm, you now have the time and the bandwidth and the money to do. So regardless of how you think of it, flat fees are great. Bad economy, good economy. But really, there are a lot of firms, if we do go into a recession, that aren't going to come out. And those who use flat fees properly will, unless there's some other big reason, something else really going on. So this really can be your lifeboat. So if you want to refine how you use flat fees and use them properly, click below, get on my mailing list, learn about the programs on how you can learn flat fees and learn mindset and do the things so that you can really have a great foundation for your practice and do best by your clients with using flat fees. So just go below breedalong.com, and my name is Breed Along, and it would be great if you would like, comment, subscribe so that other attorneys can get this information as well. So take care, and we'll see you next time.